I'm about to share something most nutritionists overlook. It's not just what you eat that matters, it's the order. One simple change, eating your food in a specific sequence, was associated with a 36% reduction in blood sugar spikes in a clinical trial. Day 4 could be a game changer. Welcome back to the Smart Meal Plan. I'm your guide, and this is day 4 of our 30-day journey. If you're new here, this isn't just a diet plan. It's an educational, research-backed, meal-by-meal approach designed to help you explore how food may support better blood sugar management. If you haven't watched days 1 through 3, go back. Each day builds on the last. Links in the description. Today's topic, the protein timing secret. Trust me, you want to watch this all the way through. I received a message from a viewer, let's call her Sarah, who wrote, "I've been eating healthy for months, but my post-meal blood sugar is still spiking to 200. What am I doing wrong?" I asked her one question. In what order do you eat your food? She said, salad first, then chicken, then rice. I suggested she try flipping it. Protein first, vegetables second, starchy carbs last. She wrote back a few days later. Her post-meal reading had dropped noticeably. Same food, same portions, different order. That's the power of what I'm sharing today. Let me start with the research, because understanding why you're eating what you're eating is what makes this approach different from every other meal plan. A 2015 study from Weill Cornell Medical College found that eating protein and vegetables before carbohydrates was associated with a 36% reduction in post-meal blood sugar and 46% lower insulin levels in the study participants. The order you eat may matter as much as what you eat. Let that sink in. This isn't my personal opinion. This is from peer-reviewed, published clinical research, and it has direct implications for what you eat today. People with type 2 diabetes may lose muscle mass 2 to 3 times faster than those without diabetes. This is sometimes called diabetic sarcopenia, and it can create a challenging cycle. Less muscle may mean fewer glucose receptors, which could mean less efficient blood sugar management. Stay with me here because this is where it gets really interesting. Protein stimulates the release of GLP-1, the same hormone that medications like Ozempic and Wegovy are designed to mimic. Every time you eat protein, your body naturally produces some of this blood sugar supporting hormone. Now I want to connect this research directly to your plate. Every ingredient in your meals was chosen with this science in mind. Nothing is random. Every bite is intentional. A smoothie with protein powder, spinach, and healthy fats like chia seeds, today's breakfast, can provide sustained energy for 4 to 5 hours while keeping blood sugar relatively stable for many people. The research I'm referencing, Shukla et al. 2015, Diabetes Care, food order significantly impacts postprandial glucose and insulin levels in type 2 diabetes. Link in the description. I always encourage you to look at the data yourself. Let me bust a common myth right now. Myth: high protein diets damage your kidneys. This myth may discourage people from eating one of the most blood sugar stabilizing macronutrients. For people with healthy kidneys, current evidence does not support the idea that higher protein intake causes kidney damage. A 2018 meta-analysis in the Journal of Nutrition reviewed 74 studies and found no adverse kidney effects from moderate to high protein intake in healthy adults. The confusion comes from people with existing kidney disease, where protein restriction is sometimes recommended. If your kidney function is normal, adequate protein, around 1.2 to 1.6 grams per kilogram of body weight, appears to be safe and may actively support blood sugar management. Get your kidneys tested annually, then work with your doctor on your protein targets. The protein-first eating strategy has gained attention, with endocrinologists and researchers promoting food sequencing as a free, no side effect tool for blood sugar management. It's a simple concept backed by growing clinical evidence. A high-quality protein powder can be a practical tool for metabolic health. Look for whey isolate or plant-based options with at least 20 grams protein per scoop and less than 3 grams carbs. Brands like Orgain, Garden of Life, and Optimum Nutrition offer options suitable for people managing blood sugar. Spotlight: chia seeds. These tiny seeds pack about 5 grams of fiber, 3 grams of protein, and 2.5 grams of omega-3 fatty acids per tablespoon. When soaked in liquid, chia seeds form a gel that may slow carbohydrate digestion. A 2017 study found that adding chia seeds to bread was associated with a 39% reduction in glycemic response. They also contain quercetin and camphorol, flavonoids that research associates with cellular protection. For pennies per serving, chia seeds are among the most cost-effective blood sugar-friendly foods available. All right, let's eat. Breakfast on day 4, smoothie, spinach, half banana, protein powder, almond milk, chia seeds. This smoothie is designed for convenience and metabolic support. The protein powder provides 20 to 25 grams of protein that may help stimulate GLP-1, the same hormone that medications like Ozempic are designed to mimic. The spinach adds magnesium and folate without noticeable flavor. The half banana provides natural sweetness plus potassium. Chia seeds form a gel that may physically slow carbohydrate absorption, and almond milk keeps calories moderate while providing calcium and vitamin E. This entire meal takes about 3 minutes to make. Cooking tip: blend almond milk and spinach first for 30 seconds until smooth. Then add frozen banana, protein powder, and chia seeds. The frozen banana makes it thick without ice. If too thick, add almond milk 1 tablespoon at a time. When you sit down to eat this, practice the protein-first approach. Eating protein before carbs may help trigger GLP-1 release and create a buffer that slows carbohydrate absorption. Research suggests this could reduce your post-breakfast spike by a meaningful amount. If you're new to eating this way, don't stress about being perfect. Focus on making this one meal as described. One meal at a time, one day at a time. Every single meal has been designed with intention. Follow it and trust the process. Before we get to lunch, let me tell you about today's exercise. It's specifically chosen to complement the science we just discussed. Today's exercise: resistance band full body circuit. Best time: mid-morning, 20 to 25 minutes. Grab a resistance band. They cost about $10 and are very effective. Do this circuit. Band pull-aparts, 15 reps. Banded squats, 12 reps. Banded rows, 12 each arm. Banded chest press, 12 reps. Banded bicep curls, 15 reps. Banded lateral walks, 10 each direction. Rest 60 seconds between rounds. Complete 3 rounds. The science behind this: resistance training may be as important as cardio for blood sugar management. A 2022 meta-analysis in sports medicine found that resistance training was associated with an average HbA1c reduction of 0.34%, comparable to some oral medications. Muscle is your body's largest glucose storage tissue. Building muscle may help improve blood sugar efficiency. Remember, exercise for people managing blood sugar isn't just about burning calories, it's about creating glucose disposal pathways. When you move, your muscles can absorb glucose from your blood through processes that may not fully require insulin. Always check with your doctor before starting a new exercise routine, especially if you're on insulin or medications that can cause low blood sugar. Now let's talk lunch. Day 4. Chickpea and quinoa bowl with roasted veggies and tahini dressing. This chickpea and quinoa bowl combines plant proteins effectively. Quinoa is one of the few plant foods that's a complete protein, containing all 9 essential amino acids. Chickpeas add resistant starch and additional protein. The roasted vegetables provide carotenoids and polyphenols. And the tahini dressing contains sesame lignans that research associates with liver health support. Practical tip: eat slowly. Research suggests that fast eaters may have significantly higher diabetes risk than slow eaters. Chewing thoroughly may help release satiety hormones and give your brain time to register fullness. Aim for 20 minutes minimum per meal. Today's snack: handful of mixed nuts, 1 ounce. This isn't mindless snacking, it's strategic metabolic support. Timed for mid-afternoon, 3 to 4 hours after lunch, to help prevent the blood sugar dip that may trigger poor dinner choices. By preempting that potential crash with protein and fat, you may reduce cravings before they start. Now dinner. Day 4. Lean beef stir-fry with bell peppers, snap peas, mushrooms over cauliflower rice. This lean beef stir-fry over cauliflower rice demonstrates smart substitution. Cauliflower rice has about 3 grams of carbs per cup versus 43 for white rice, a dramatic reduction. The beef provides iron, zinc, B12, and other nutrients. The mixed vegetables add fiber diversity. Stir-frying with avocado oil avoids the oxidation issues associated with some vegetable oils at high temperatures. Research suggests insulin sensitivity tends to decrease between morning and evening. The same meal that barely raises blood sugar at 8 a.m. may have a notably larger impact at 8 p.m. That's why dinner is moderate in carbs, rich in protein, and non-starchy vegetables. Try to eat at least 3 hours before bed. And the post-dinner walk is highly recommended. Research suggests even 10 minutes may help reduce your post-dinner spike. Plates in the sink, shoes on, walk around the block. Today's nutritional breakdown: 1,510 calories total. Protein, 95 grams. Carbs, 110 grams. Fat, 74 grams. These macros are designed with type 2 diabetes management in mind. You should not feel hungry or deprived. If you do, add more vegetables and protein. Always consult your healthcare provider about the right caloric intake for your individual needs. If you're monitoring your blood sugar, and I encourage you to discuss a monitoring plan with your doctor, here are today's key testing moments. Fasting before breakfast, 2 hours after breakfast, and 2 hours after dinner. These 3 data points tell you how your body responded to today's meals. Write them down. Over 30 days, the patterns become incredibly informative. If you're on insulin or medications that can cause hypoglycemia, be especially attentive when changing your diet or exercise routine. Always have a fast-acting glucose source available. Your safety comes first. I want to address the protein powder is for gym people objection. It's a practical nutrition tool for anyone managing blood sugar. For people who struggle to get enough protein at breakfast, a smoothie with protein powder is one of the quickest paths to 25 to 30 grams of blood sugar supporting protein in under 3 minutes. You don't need fancy equipment. The stir fry for dinner, everything in one pan, done in 15 minutes. Buy pre-cut frozen stir fry vegetables. They're flash frozen at peak nutrition and cost half the price of fresh. I'm asked often, is protein powder safe for people with diabetes? Generally, yes, with caveats. Choose whey isolate or plant-based protein with less than 3 grams sugar and less than 5 grams carbs per scoop. Avoid mass gainer proteins and anything with maltodextrin. Read the ingredient list carefully. If you have kidney concerns, consult your doctor before significantly increasing protein intake. What to be mindful of today: protein bars with more than 10 grams of sugar. Many are essentially candy bars with added protein. Processed protein shakes from gas stations, often loaded with artificial sweeteners and fillers. Eating carbs first at meals. Try starting with protein and vegetables instead. Skipping meals thinking it helps. Irregular eating may worsen blood sugar variability for some people. You don't need to be perfect. You need to be consistent. Follow this plan most of the time, and you may see meaningful results. Every healthy choice is a deposit in your metabolic bank account, and those deposits can compound over time. Your action step today is simple but potentially powerful. At your next meal, try eating your protein first. Before the rice, before the bread, eat the protein first. Then vegetables, then starchy carbs last. If you have a glucose monitor, test 2 hours later and tell me in the comments what you notice. What we covered today could help with years of unnecessary blood sugar challenges. The protein-first eating strategy, supported by research showing it may reduce after-meal spikes by around 36%. Muscle mass is your body's largest glucose storage system. Preserving and building muscle may directly support blood sugar management. And resistance training may be as important as cardio for people with diabetes. The protein-first principle, applied consistently, is a free, no side effect strategy worth trying at every meal. That wraps day 4. We went deep into protein sequencing, satiety hormones, and muscle preservation in diabetes, the research, why it matters for blood sugar, and how every meal today is designed around this science. Remember, everything I shared today is educational. Your body is unique. What works for one person may not work identically for another. Always partner with your healthcare provider when making changes to your diet, exercise, or supplement routine, especially if you're on medication. Tomorrow on day 5, I'm introducing a concept that surprised me when I first encountered it in the research. It's called the dawn phenomenon, and it explains why millions of people with diabetes wake up with high blood sugar even after fasting all night. More importantly, I'll share strategies that research suggests may help. If this helped you, if you learned something new, hit like. It's free, takes 1 second, and helps the algorithm show this to other people who may benefit. Subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss a single day. Drop your biggest takeaway in the comments. I read every single one. Remember, every meal is a choice. Every choice sends a signal to your body. You are not powerless against this condition. You are informed by research, equipped with a plan, and supported by a community. I'll see you tomorrow on day 5. Until then, eat well, move well, live well. This channel provides educational content based on published research, but it is not medical advice. Every person's body is different, and what works for one person may not work for another. If you are on insulin, metformin, sulfonylureas, blood thinners, or any other medication, do not change your diet or exercise routine without talking to your healthcare provider first. Food can be a powerful support for your health, but it does not replace prescribed medication. Always work with your doctor.